Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 6. I hope everyone is doing great today. I know that I am. As always, so as most of you know, I do record these videos, in a decent amount in advance here. So if you are leaving comments on episodes that are coming out, I think the one that I have backlogged right now is maybe episode like 5. I don't know if this is 6 or 7, but I have one additional episode that is backlogged currently. So it is not out yet. So you obviously, I obviously haven't seen the comments on there. But you guys seem to be enjoying this series thus far, and I've really been enjoying building on this series. And I've been trying to do a lot of the building on camera, but obviously that's very tedious to do, and it can be very boring for those of you who are here on YouTube. I highly doubt you want to sit and watch, 2-3 hours of me just building something, tearing it back down, and whatever. So I did do a little bit of a build here. It's nothing too crazy. We do have other plans for today, though, so don't you guys worry. Let's flip around here. So this is our little meeting area, our little kind of campground site. We are across the bridge here, or we are on the one side of the bridge. So we did build our house over there in the last episode. I did go ahead and I finished that up. I did a little bit of furnishing, just added on some additional things. Cleaned up the landscaping a little bit here, and I added a bed in. I don't think I had that on Camry last episode, but yeah, it turned out pretty cool. Again, I'm building these little pit stops all along the routes that we're gonna have set up so that we can easily stop, maybe have some food, maybe be able to rest, whatever it may be, because I'm trying to put off having a jetpack as long as we possibly can, because I want to actually take in the atmosphere of the game. I feel like you get into a jetpack and you kind of just lose that. You're so quick to get from point A to point B that you ultimately lose out on all of the cool aesthetics that are in the natural generated world that we have on our build here, or on our let's play world here, I should say. So I went ahead and I set up another area over here. Now this one is just a little bit more simplistic, more like a ruined area where we have a nice campfire to get you going on whatever you need. We got a crafting table here. We have a furnace. I did get up and going a workbench as well. I should grab this iron out of here. I did get a workbench from Tetra up and going as well, so we could stop and repair tools, which is not something I actually put across the bridge, but I thought it would be very useful to have here. Now, another thing I do want to put in here is a chest, but you know what? I think a barrel would actually be better. I think we do need a chest, though, in order to make a barrel, if I am not mistaken. No, you actually don't, so I probably should have just made the barrel right off the bat. There we go. But we do have a chest. It's not like we won't use it, so that is perfectly fine. Now we just need a location to place this guy in. We could place it right over there. And actually, I want it to be standing up like so we get the cool sides like that. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of iron here, leave some of those, maybe some bananas here. I did find some banana trees that, obviously I want to hold on to. I'll leave a couple torches here as well, and maybe just a little bit of wood, because it'd be very useful just in case something pops up. We have a good location to stop in and have a few resources for us to grab. Now, in terms of food, we have plenty of food around here. I've added in a whole heck of a lot of stuff. We have berry bushes. I did get a cherry tree going here. I have our horse here. He's tied up right over here. I put him far away enough where he won't accidentally lead into the fire there, so that should be good for him. And then we've started different pathways, so obviously this one is going to lead us back to the main base, and then if we go to the opposite direction, this is going to lead us out towards that village. If we take a look here, there's us. It'll lead us out to the village here, which is pretty cool. Now, the one thing we didn't do is we didn't go back to the fort in the last episode, so we might go ahead and do that. I also did a little bit more exploration. I kind of came up this way and just scoped out some areas here. It's really cool along the shoreline, I would say. It's probably the coolest place over there. I would love to explore more. We have a lot more inland ways we could go as well. So we'll definitely be doing a lot of exploration, setting up a lot of these little mini campgrounds for ourselves, and I'm sure they'll vary in sizes from houses to ruins, or maybe if we find a fort like how we found in one of the previous episodes, we can kind of convert that into a nice resting place for ourselves. So what I'm going to do before we head back to the base and actually get on what we're doing today, I want to head back over to the fort and just check out if there's anything that we did miss. The one thing I did actually completely forget about is that there's this Illager Camp right here. I'm going to try to get around it as quickly as I possibly can, because we're not ready to take it on just yet. Don't worry. we will get some more armor, some better weaponry, maybe like a bow and arrow, and we will go and take on those guys at some point. But I forgot that that's right there, as you can see. And it's right next to this. It's a cherry blossom clearing here, but we also have a lot of sunflowers, which are really cool to see. I love seeing the sunflowers. Ooh, what is this? I haven't noticed this before. There's actually a ruin over here. Now we're getting sidetracked, of course. That's how it always works. We are going to get some bees maybe today. This looks like another one of these ruins. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Do we have like a main doorway into this place? I'm not seeing one right off the bat. Okay, I'll let you sit. I don't have a fence post on me. That's the one thing I wish that, well, I do have a fence post on me. I wish was a little bit easier in this game, is like being able to horse tied up, tie him up there. Just chill for a second, my guy. What do we have here? Is there like a good way in? I didn't notice one right off the bat. So I'm just going to take another peek-see around and see if there's anything that jumps out as an entryway. Doesn't really look like it. It could be sub-level. So we'll go around here and we'll just kind of hop our way up using these vines. We should be able to get most of the way. Okay, we might actually have to break something here, which is fine. And we do have a tree growing out the center here. It looks like this is just a tower, actually. So nothing too crazy. But from my understanding is if we take out some of these, some of the hidden barrels could potentially have some goodies in them. Now it looks like in our case scenario here, kind of bombed out. We didn't really get much of anything. I don't think there's anything. Ooh, okay. Good thing I did a little bit of digging, because there actually was a gold block hidden down in here, which is really cool. All right, so there are some good secrets that we can find in these places. We'll definitely want to keep that in mind. So anyways, guys, I will get our horse back up and going and get back on the road, and I'll meet you over at the other fort. All right, guys, we have made it to the other fort, and I actually did find a chest here, hidden in one of the towers, just a normal one. So, I mean, hey, it's fine. I will take it. We did get a nice iron axe there, some horse armor, which we already have our horse armor up and going, but hey, I will still take it. It is still a good addition. And then we're going to do a little bit more looking around here and see what else we can find. Those are really cool. I actually really like that rooftop. What is this roof on here? Because this would be really cool to have. Are these really, they're just campfires? They're just extinguished campfires. Well, I mean, this is a great source of coal, so I will take that. And then let's look. Is there anything in these barrels? Not looking like it. I mean, realistically, if we break them, I think it drops everything. So I guess that's what we could just be doing instead of spending a lot of time opening each and every single one of them. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. We could just look around and see what else we have here. So let's open this one. Aha, there is a diamond in there. So whoever left that comment, I'm sorry. Your name evades my memory at this time, but I do appreciate it. Calling that out, that was a great call out. Was there anything in this large chest? There is not. But I think this is going to end up being a... breaking the chest will delete your unique loot items. In order to break, you must sneak while doing so. I really don't know if that's good or bad, so we're just going to leave it like so. And we are going to set down... Maybe we'll set down another barrel here. We'll set down a barrel, and then this is going to be another location that we can stop in and be a pit stop, ultimately, on our route. So, do we have enough? Yeah, this comes down perfectly, so we can get up there. And then I'll just want to clear out some of this grass, so we know which way we need to go. My inventory is ferocious right now. Yeah, there's no getting around that, unfortunately. We do need to go back to the base and kind of offload some of this stuff. So, we'll do that, and we're going to get into what we are doing today. I'm super excited for what we are doing today, and I hope you guys are as well, even though you don't know what today holds. It's going to be, I think it'll be fun. So anyways, I will meet you guys all back at the base. All right, guys, we are back at the base here, and I did clean up a lot. I put a lot of stuff away, so our inventory is relatively cleaned out now. Our backpack is definitely cleaned out. I'll show you here. So backpack, pretty cleaned out. Inventory, cleaned in a sense. We have some stuff in here that is going to play into what we are doing today. And if you can't piece it together, well, we are getting some farms up and going. I thought it was about time we got some more food production going and some different variations of it as well. So as you can see, I have a lot of different seeds in here. Tomato, quinoa, grape, cucumber, cotton, carrot, like tons of stuff. And actually the other kind I would love is I would love some corn. I would love to plant some corn. And I think I have some hanging out around here somewhere. I do. I don't know. Can I turn these into seeds? I can. Corn seeds. Perfect. I'll grab a couple corn seeds because I would really like to have that. And then we do have rice, but it's fine. We have a good amount of food in here already. We have a lot of wheat that we've picked up along the way. A bunch of stuff in here. I'm not going with that. We could plant some onions. I don't think I actually have any onions, onion seeds in here, I should say. So we could plant a couple of onions. Just to give us some things. Oh, actually, we can't do that. Okay, I think you can actually just plant them on their own. They're much like a potato, where you don't get potato seeds in normal Minecraft. You just plant potatoes, and that's how you can kind of get more of them. I think it's the same for that. But I've also gone ahead and most of the berries we can't do anything with. We could plant some beetroot if we really wanted to. But I think we'll be fine. We have a lot of holly berries in here. And as you can see, we have a lot of cooking options, which is really, really cool that these are unlocking. Now, I wish Pam's HarvestCraft was in here because it does offer even more expanded food production. But you know what? It is what it is. And I did not come through here and grab these guys. So I got to remember to do this every so often. Honestly, it would be smart if we... Let me move some stuff into the backpack for the time being. It would be really smart if we ultimately got some kind of automation going for these guys. But that probably will be a little bit further down the line once we actually get into having machines up and going. Because as of right now, we don't really have very many machines going. And to be fair, we do have good source of food with all of those berries, don't get me wrong. But again, I'm trying to take full advantage of everything that this pack has to offer, including simple farming with all these different kinds of foods that we could get growing in a farm. I'll get these things off of the trees later. I did pick up a banana sapling here, which is pretty cool. I'm excited to have that as part of our setup, and we have it right down to there. This is the main way down that I have been using. Right now, we do need to get a stairway going here, some kind of pathway stairway down here, just because it gets very tedious to go up and down, and I have to remember where exactly we need to go for that. So where do we want to have this set up? I think in this general vicinity would be best. Yeah, a creeper exploded right here. That's why that looks like that. I think right in here would be the best bet. Ooh, did I chop a tree down and not fully finish it? Of course. Why? Why would I do that? Let's grab this real quick. But yeah, we're going to get a couple farms up and going. And honestly, I'm just going to stick with the simple way of doing a farm, where you'll see them in villages most often, where you use the whatever wood you have available to you. You just get a rectangular square up and going, and then you put some water down. And that's about it. It's pretty simple in the grand scheme of things. So that's the plan. It just depends on where we want to necessarily put them. I feel like I don't want them to be... I mean, we could have them a little bit farther away from us. They don't have to be right on top of us. But also at the same time, we want them in a place where they will actually grow, where we'll be at. So we would have to have them chunk loaded. So hang on, let's take a look here. How many more chunks can we have chunk loaded in? We can't really have many more loaded in, unfortunately. And that's kind of a bummer, because I don't think it'll work, and I don't think there's a chunk loader. Like, let's see if there is a chunk loader within the pack. Advanced Chunky Turtle. What about loader? Sometimes it's not under chunk loader. Let's see. Item loader, fluid loader, energy loader from transport. I have never heard of transport before. What is that? At transport. Rails. It involves rail lines, which would be really cool to do as well. But I think, unfortunately, for right now, it is what it is. So I would really like to be able to look down and see our farms down here. It'd be really cool to see them, like, right down here. And it's a good flat plane, so why don't we set it up? And I think we're also going to set up some additional things down here as well. I think it is, the sun is setting on us though, so we are going to want to be cautious of that. And we're picking up even more seeds as we go here. What do we need here? I want to grab some of these. I'm going to get rid of those. Like a couple of these, because these are going to be our end posts for everything. I'll take that and put it just down on the ground for the time being. Okay, we need to get organized here. We ain't organized. And let's grab our sleeping bag because we do need to sleep through the night here. I thought I did not switch it onto my inventory. There we go. Don't want any baddies spawning here on us, but we're going to go through probably setting up the first one, and then from there I can do it on my own. I'll set them up and then I'll bring you guys back once we get to a good point. So yeah, I think this will be good. So that's one. And you know what? I'm actually going to want to get rid of this. I want this to look nice through here. We have a lot of coarse dirt, which I might ultimately end up getting rid of. But for the time being, it is fine. And I need some more normal dirt in our backpack. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, I might switch out some of this coarse dirt. But I think another one up here would be really nice. Okay, anyway. Getting distracted. So easily distracted. So we'll set this up. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll do like 9, 10. Do we want 11? How big do we want these to be? So that's 10, 11, 12. Let's do 13. How about 13? That's a very unlucky number though. 13, 13, 14, 15. How about 15? 15 sounds like a good one. And then we'll make these relatively big size. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll just do 11 wide. How about that? We'll make it a pretty good sized farm here. And I will probably set up an additional one as well. All right, so this should be pretty straightforward. We'll have to level out the ground a little bit here and clean it up, but that's no big deal. And I did grab a decent amount of these pine logs, so we should have enough to get everything set up. And there we go. And then all we got to do is fill it in with dirt, obviously, and kind of get these sides cleaned up as well. All right, guys, so I've done quite a bit of work, actually, since we cut away there. For you, it'll just be a couple of seconds. For me, it's been probably about half hour or so, probably, that I have been working. Just had a bunch of ideas that popped up, and I wanted to get some things rolling. It's not fully completed yet, so we do need to work on everything a little bit more, but we are definitely getting there. So I'm super excited. I came up here just to grab a couple of things, grab some barrels. We're going to need some more of this as well. I'm just going to leave some here, I guess. And I think that's going to do it. What are those? Those are those. I think we should be good. Okay. So, and I think I have food on me. Do I not? I got plenty of strawberries on me right now. Should be fine. We'll have a couple of these. And actually, I should put these away. I got other food to keep me occupied for the time. So we'll put those right on in there. And you'll get a little bit of a glimpse of it. Yep, as you can see, it's a little bit different. Just a little glimpse. We're going to head back down the mountain, though, and I'll show you guys what we got going on here. So I definitely want to expand our roadways a little bit more, especially through this immediate area and up the hill there, up the mountain to our main base. Down in this area, we do have a mine shaft over here. So I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool if we had like a blacksmith smeltery over here. That'd be pretty cool that we could utilize. And then coming down here, obviously, we need to tie into this. But I started creating a road here, cleared out a bunch of space. I actually went ahead, I took out a lot of the coarse dirt, and I laid down grass. So that took me some time to do because obviously we had to go and get some grass. I'm actually going to sleep here real quick because it is getting to the nighttime here. But we do have Silk Touch. We were able to get Silk Touch pretty early on from a chest, from a book that we found in a chest. So luckily we do have that. I'm going to eat a little bit of our pasta here. Pasta actually sounds pretty good right now. I could go for some of that. And yeah, we have our nice little roadway coming through here. I'm going to plant some more things down here. This is really just going to be our big farm, and I'm going to try to keep it actually kind of disorganized. I think it looks more natural when you don't have it just row by row by row. Now, obviously, with our farm here, we're going to have to set it up in some kind of organization, which is fine in this palette here. But everything else, I just want it to be a little bit disorganized. Have some berry bushes all over the place. Have some more fruit saplings and things all over, like fruit trees, I should say. More berries over here, and then up on the hill here, the plan is that all of this is going to be kind of morphed into wheat. So instead of including wheat within our actual farm itself, I think it would make a little bit more sense if we had it kind of come up the hill here like so. So we got little batches of water all over the place here, and the wheat is growing here. And I just got to remember I got to come through and grab it. And then we can obviously utilize these seeds and plant some more wheat down, just like so. So that's what I'm hopeful for. I think it'll be a really cool aesthetic, just to see part of this hill right here that goes up, all growing wheat. Be really nice. Maybe some other things as well. We could do some rice or miscellaneous things like that. Maybe even some corn in there. I was thinking about incorporating corn into here, but it'd be kind of cool if we had just like a cornfield going. But yeah. So I did, again, take out a lot of the coarse dirt, place down a lot of normal dirt so we could actually get some grass going and just make it look really very, very luscious and vibrant. Obviously, right now we don't have any grass that is growing, which will be really nice to get. We need to get some more bones and bone meal and things like that, which we'll worry about down the line. I also incorporated a nice little water area here because, again, for those of you who have been sticking through the series thus far, just a few episodes that we do have out there, this far inland, it's very hard to actually come by water, surprisingly enough. So, we have our little infinite source up there that we got a couple episodes ago. And I went ahead and I've been, just utilizing infinite sources here or there to just expand our water our water scenario. And so we obviously have this built out here, and we're going to get a lot of stuff around it, maybe some sugar canes and things like that. Like, it'll come together, but it's obviously going to take a lot of time for everything to grow. So why don't we finally actually get into planting some of our seeds? Now, it's funny because with me going through and doing all of this stuff, a few seeds that I did plant are actually already fully grown, which is pretty cool to see. So we do have some yams here, and I think 4 would be pretty cool. We do have some zucchini, which is also really cool to get some zucchini. I think I have some, we have sushi go crafting. That's going to be really good to get into. So we're going to have to get a lot of those going as well. So maybe I won't plant as many of these as I'm thinking I will. Maybe we'll just try to stick to maybe like 2 plants each. How does that sound? I think that sounds reasonable. We're going to have to move some stuff here. And you know what? I should get put down some of this stuff that I have in my inventory. That's just honestly clogging up a lot of space. Let's just move some of this stuff currently. Organize a little bit, and we're going to get rid of these for the time being. They're very easy to get those, so I'm not too worried. Keep the yams and everything in there. There we go. All right. So we have yams. We got zucchini here, which I did want to plant down a second zucchini one, just so we have 2 of them. We do have sweet potatoes, which is pretty cool. We'll get another sweet potato going there as well. Organize that bad boy. We have some carrots we can get planted down. Let's put a carrot one right there. We have corn. Again, this is kind of what I want to see more of is actually corn. So I don't know if it makes sense for us to like put it around here and put it up in there. I'll actually grow it first, I think. And then we'll kind of see how it goes from there. So we got those planted down. We do also have some cotton, which is pretty cool. I'm going to put the cotton down here because I think on this end over here, I'm going to do a lot of the cotton and then like industrial hemp, which will be really good because we can get some string off of this. So we'll kind of make a whole row here on the end of just that and then cotton there. So I'll just have one whole row of that. We got our cotton placed down. We don't need that, so we'll get rid of it. We do have cucumbers, so we'll get some cucumber going here. And these are actually very tall ones, so what I've been doing with these ones is trying to put them on this side over here. The tall ones will be on this side. And we also do have some cucumber. Oh, we did plant the cucumber. Okay, I was curious if we actually had the cucumber going here. And this is the cucumber. So there we go. We do have some cucumber up and going here. Cucumber seeds. Actually, 2 different ones. You have sushi go crafting and then simple farming, with cucumbers. So I guess it just depends on what you want. I think the sushi and go one would be kind of cool. But I don't know. Sushi and go, cucumber, simple farming, and then sushi and go. Okay. Well, let's do the sushi and go one. I think that would be pretty cool. And I'll do like 3 of those, actually. I do want to fill this whole thing out, so maybe we should just go for it. Maybe we should do more than that. We'll do like, we'll do a decent amount of these. Why not? We got a lot of cucumbers. We got some grape ones, which are pretty cool. I think these actually, oh, I did not mean to do that. I think these actually grow into grape vines, which would be really cool to see. So, I don't know. Let's put these right here because we got 2 of them. And I do need to get another hoe up and going here because I did messed up. There we go. Stone hoe. That'll work for now. I did have an iron one, and unfortunately I used it all up, so it is what it is with that. But there we go. We'll have to see how the grape seeds grow in. I'm actually pretty curious on how those go. We do have quinoa seeds. These would be really nice. Let's get some of these going. I don't know. We'll just plant some. We'll plant like a couple back here. How about 4 of them back there? I think 4 quinoa would be good. We got rice from the sushi and go, and again, I want rice to be good, but do we have to plant rice? How do we plant the rice ones? Interesting. I really don't know. I thought, isn't it with rice like you plant them in water or something like that? Really don't know. Okay, we'll have to look on the rice ones. I'm not 100% sure on those. Sesame ones we'll definitely need to get going then if we're gonna do the sushi stuff. And I would love to get the sushi stuff going at some point. So we'll do a good amount of those. We do have soy seeds again from the sushi one, so we'll get those planted down. Squash from simple farming. We'll put these guys over here. A couple squashes. I don't know how everything will grow in, so we'll kind of have to feel it out and see what ends up happening with it. But we do have some tomato seeds, so we'll get some tomatoes planted down in here. We do have wasabi. Not a big fan of wasabi, but I get it. Some people are into it. And then I think that's about it. Yeah, we have our yams and everything like that. So where's our yams? Our yams are here. Put some more yams down. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it then. So I guess I'll just plant like a whole bunch of everything else that we have just laying around. Because why not? The other thing that I probably should get is peanuts. And I do actually have some back up at the base. So let me go grab those real quick. All right, guys, I got what we needed. And the nice thing about being up in the base is that we can just hop down using our glider, actually, which is pretty nice. So we don't necessarily have to run all the way back down, but obviously the glider takes a little bit of time to get us down to where we want to be. And I'm actually happy some of these trees have grown in. I've been trying to plant a few more trees around here, make everything look a little bit more dense. Ooh, there's some berry bushes right here as well that we're going to want. I think we're good. We can hop down, take a little bit of damage. Some blackberry bushes here. Yeah, those would be good to add into our setup down here somewhere. We'll find a good spot for them, obviously. And then I do want to add these barrels in. So these barrels are going to be kind of our storage in here. And I think then I do want to bump this out of the corner here. Just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff to do, guys. It's all about tinkering and figuring things out. But yeah, these are going to be awesome for our storage of things if we want stuff to be stored down here, or at least to have that aesthetic, you know, that things are being stored down here, even if they aren't. So, but yeah, I think that works. It is starting to get nighttime on us here, but I did pick up more seeds for us. So I did get some melon seeds. I think I'd like to have some maybe around our watering area over here, our little pond that we got going. We'll just place some melons over here because unfortunately they do take up a good amount of space. So yeah, and then we could just put some sugar canes kind of planted over here, and we'll plant these here. Just like so. All right, it is getting dark, and I don't have torches set up down here just yet. But there is some cool lighting mods in this pack that I do want to take more advantage of. So we're definitely going to work on this a little bit more down the line. The other thing that I really haven't touched on just yet is where I put these barrels. So this is going to be a little open, airy kind of farmhouse for us to store things and just be able to stop in if we need to grab anything or smelt some stuff up or whatever it may be. Eventually, what I am going to do is probably have everything linked together, much like how we did in our previous playthrough with all the mod 6. We had a bunch of stuff connected in together using different networking systems. We'll probably do that as well and just connect things up to different locations. I think that would be really cool, so we can just kind of have it all go into a good place. All right, so, or a singular location, I should say. So I did get peanuts. I also got some peas. I realized I had some peas up there, so we'll put some peas in here. We do have peanuts as well. It's actually funny. I am allergic to peanuts in real life, and so I wasn't going to plant it originally, but I did see that there's a good recipe for peanut butter and jelly, so I figured that that it would be smart for us to probably get some planted down. So I was curious what other things we could get. We do have the quinoa, the industrial hemp, the sesame seeds, the soy. I mean, I think we've really gone through a lot of stuff, and we've gotten a lot of stuff placed down, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want this to be growing. And I'm going to put some of these in the water here. I think they're a cool aesthetic add with just some additional plants. I think they do grow up out of the water as well. So that'll be really nice to see these guys growing and just offering some more foliage down in here. Because again, I want this to look very, very natural. Now I realized I did have some bone meal, so obviously we could add in a little bit of grass here or there, which would really make things just look a little bit more normal, because without grass or any additional kind of depth to it, it looks very plain right now. And as we get more things put in here, it'll really, really start to pop and shine, and it's going to be a really nice area for us to have some food being grown, some good food growth areas down here. So that makes sense. Where could we put these guys? We could put these guys, I don't know, we got that tree going right there, so we could plant that there and maybe put one right there as well. And hopefully that tree grows in eventually. But yeah, guys, with that being said, we're going to have to wrap it up there. We're already sitting at 32 minutes. It's crazy how just time flies by on these episodes. You guys can't even imagine how much time I'm spending away and cutting away and doing work and things like that. Like, I've probably actually been going now for, maybe 3 hours almost in total, just because of the building that I put into it, and wanting to show you guys along the way, not just a full recap after the fact, but show you this kind of mid-tier progress as well, where you know, we've started it, we did a decent amount, and then we come back to it, and it's not even fully done yet. But hopefully, maybe in the next episode we'll have it good, or we'll spend some time on it. But guys, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. Better yet, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're excited to see in this series. If you are new here and you did enjoy, feel free to hit that subscribe button and bell notification. I'll let you know every single time a new episode is posted here on the channel. I do stream over on Twitch on Mondays and Fridays at about 4:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested in checking out a live stream, link for that is in the description down below, along with the link to the community Discord if you feel like joining up with that. There's a great group of people over there. We mainly talk about Minecraft, but I also do post updates for the channel and the stream over there. So if you're ever interested in keeping in the know with what all is going on there, it's a great place to get all of your information. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, hanging out while I'm building and just having a good time. I appreciate it, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy.